My name is Curtis Ray Hines. I graduated in 2001 from Huntington College.
My name is Luke Moreland, and I graduated in 1999.
My name is Macy Phillips, and I graduated from Huntington University in 2016.
My name is Mindy Royst, and I graduated in 1998.
I'm Dr. Tanner Babb, and I graduated from Huntington University in 2004.
I chose to study at HU for the education program. My whole life, as far as I can remember, I had wanted to be a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and through all the college visits and packets and flyers that you get, Huntington University's education program really stuck out to me.
My faith played a major part in my decision, and also I had the opportunity to play baseball here.
When I went on other campuses, I never quite got the feeling I did on Huntington's campus. It's beautiful, it's calm, and it was hard to admit as a graduating senior, but it felt like home.
I chose Huntington because I had heard that they had a great education program, and I knew I wanted to be a teacher, and I really had no desire to leave Huntington.
When I was at Huntington North High School, it was my sophomore year. I had a world geography teacher named Kenny Stoffel, and he asked us one day in class, he asked us, what our plans were, what our future, what we wanted to accomplish, what we wanted to do with our lives. And we went all around the room. And anyway, I remember his response to everyone. He said, sometimes the biggest impact you can make is right where you are. And so in that moment, I decided I wanted to go to Huntington, and I wanted to coach cross country and track and field, which I competed in both.
I decided to stay in Huntington after graduation because I secured a job at the Bowen Center in Huntington working as a case manager. And so I spent 3 years working in Huntington and then decided to pursue both my master's and eventually my PhD, and eventually secured a job as a psychology professor here at Huntington, which has kept me here for the last 10 years.
Having grown up in the community, I really like everything that it had to offer. It's a small town feel, which for me was important. I'm not one that is much for the big city, so it just felt like home to me, and it always has kind of just been someplace I'd like to continue to raise my own family, which I have now gone on to do that.
Well, first of all, I have grown up in Huntington my whole life, but also the HU program connected me with a lot of great people, teachers and administrators in Huntington County Community School Corporation, and put me in contact with a lot of resources that I've been able to utilize my first couple years of teaching, which has really helped my students get what they need.
This is my home. I travel, I see places, I go places, but I've never had the desire to live anywhere else. This is the only place I've ever wanted to live. I enjoy seeing other places, but I visit, and then I say, well, it's been nice, I'm going to go home now.
My family's in Huntington. Family is important to me, and I wanted to be sure that I stayed close to my family, and Huntington is a place that I wanted to work and live and raise a family.
I was impacted greatly by the Huntington County Grant that I received. Most people wouldn't know this, but shortly before receiving my financial aid package from Huntington, I was sitting down with my parents debating what I was going to do, where I was going to go for college, because my parents at the time had made clear that they wouldn't be able to financially help support me with college. And so I actually had a military recruiter over to my house, and I was ready to sign the paperwork to go into the military. And my parents asked me to just wait until I got my financial aid package from Huntington. At the time, I really didn't think I was going to get a lot. And the Huntington County Grant, as well as the other grants that I received from the institution, made it possible for me to come to Huntington, and I was able to work and pay most of my tuition with minimal loans.
To walk away from college with as little debt as possible was great, and that was one of the ways that I was able to continue to keep the costs down as much as I could.
The grant was really, I'd say, fundamental for me. It made the decision to do what I've done easier.
My mom always had to work 2 jobs so that she could support our family, so having her pay for my college wasn't really an option. So being able to get that grant made me be able to do my part in helping with that too. And not have to have student debts. I was able to divide the payments with my parents and graduate from college debt-free and be able to start a family and not have to worry about college debt.
Huntington has had an amazing impact on me both as a student and as a faculty member. As a student, it felt like home, and as a faculty member, I never really feel like I go to work. It's just like being in a second home. And I've continued to have the passion, the energy and excitement about the place where I was a student and where I work. And I think a lot of that's made possible by the donations and funds that people give to support the university.